everyone, thanks for joining me. Today I am crafting something super fun, super summery, and something sure to impress you. I am using the new Sun Vinyl from 143 Vinyl, which comes in 4 colors, but right now it just looks like white vinyl, right? Just, what's she talking about? She's using white vinyl. Totally not using white vinyl. It just looks like white right now, but I put it on a super cute round sign with some popsicles, which you can kind of see here a little bit. And I put them here, and it has a secret. It's pretty awesome, but you have to keep watching to see. So I am going to switch into Design Space really quick to show you what I did to kind of manipulate this file to get it just how I liked it, and then I am going to show you how to apply the Sun Vinyl to your wood piece or whatever surface you're working with using some transfer tape. And then I'm going to show you at the very end just how awesome this Sun Vinyl really is, and you're going to love it, and you're going to want all of it. So I'm going to flip you over there, and we'll get started. So I have both of my files here selected on my canvas, and as you can see over here on the right, there's a lot of pieces that go into both of these files. So when I was looking at them, I really liked both of them, but I got a little picky about it, and I decided that I wanted to switch some things up here. So what I did is I took the hello from this one over here and moved it to the popsicles to this one over here. So all I did to do that is go over here to the right panel, and I'm going to ungroup both of these. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this hello out of the way, get rid of it because I don't need it, move this hello over, and then get rid of these extra popsicles. So there I have everything that I want to keep. And then the other thing I wanted to do is, because the Sun Vinyl looks white before it changes, I didn't want to have these letters cut out of the popsicles, because then you're just going to see white and you won't see the word summer really if the popsicles aren't color changed. So to do that, I'm going to use my contour feature. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach these popsicle sticks, because those are going to stay together. And I'm going to move those out of the way. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to duplicate that, just like that. And that second one I have, I'm going to weld it together. So now it's all one, and then this one is separated. So the reason I'm doing that is so I can contour these letters all together, because if I leave them this way, I'd have to do each individual, and I want this word to stay lined up exactly where it's at. So with that welded option, I'm going to go down here to the bottom right corner, I'm going to hit contour, and what I'm going to do is click on all of the popsicle shapes on the right hand side. You can click them in here and just click on the image. Sometimes mine likes to act a little crazy and not select what I'm clicking. So I typically just use the panel in the contour option and click on it from there. So I'm going to take this and change it to black so it cuts together, and then I'm going to move it. So now what I have to do is get rid of the letters in these popsicles. So I'm going to go to my layers panel over here on the right, and I'm going to click each one, and I'm going to contour. And I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to click on the letter this time. So I'm going to click each color, click contour, and then click the letter. So then it hides my letter from the middle of my popsicle, and it won't cut it out now. So I'm going to do this first, get all of these letters hidden, and then I'm going to change the colors of these popsicles here. So for the sticks, I ended up using the blue color change vinyl. So I'm going to change that to blue. And then for my popsicles, I did pink, yellow, and purple. So what I'm going to do is, these colors are all already right here, so I'm just going to kind of use those. So I'm going to change this one to pink, change this one to yellow, and leave that one purple. So then I'm going to come back here, change that to pink, change this to yellow, and then change this to purple. So that way everything is lined up. And I think I moved one of those, so I'm going to align them back up. So you're just going to click on your align. I just selected all and clicked align and align bottom. So now they're all lined up again, but I feel like if I tried to put these on by hand, if they were all cut individually, I would probably have a crooked row of popsicles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach like colors here. So again, over in your layers panel, I'm going to click on both of my pink ones. So I'm going to click the first one. You can see it highlights it here and it selects it here. And then I'm going to hold down my shift key and I'm going to click the next pink one. And then I'm going to hit attach. So now those are attached and they'll stay there. So I'm going to do the same with the purple. Grab one purple, hold down shift, select the second one, hit attach, and then the same with the yellow. So now when I cut these, I will have like colors attached so it's easier to line back up. And there will be some space in between here. If you are a scrap keeper like I am, you'll totally keep that and figure out something else to use it for. So that is what I'm going to do. Well, they moved just a little bit, which is okay. So we're just going to move these back up. They won't cut together, so if they're moved right now a little bit, that's all right. So I'm just going to move them just a smidge just to get a good idea of where they're going to go. And then I'm just going to group that together for right now so it doesn't go moving on me while I'm working with it here. So then I am going to move my popsicle sticks back over, pull my summer, my word summer to the front, and set that back on top of the popsicles. And then I'm going to put my hello up here. Now I made the hello a little smaller than the popsicles for the sign just because the wood circle that I'm using is a little more narrow where the word hello went, so it couldn't be as big as it was there. But so I realigned it and kind of moved it around to where I wanted it and then got it. So now that this is ready and everything else is prepped, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut this, and then I'm going to flip you down to my workstation and we're going to weed it out, get it on the transfer tape, and get it ready to go. Okay, so I have all of my stuff here. I have my sign that everything is going to go on. I have all of my pieces here that need to be weeded out. I have my tools, and those are the squeegee from 143 Vinyl. Greatest vinyl crafting tool ever, in my opinion. You use it to burnish your design onto your transfer tape, burnish your transfer tape and vinyl onto your project. It's super versatile. I know I even use it to rest my cups on. If I'm putting a decal on a cup, I just put it right there in that groove. It holds it kind of like this, and it's not going to move. And I've used it for several other things. So that's one of my favorite things. And then I have my craft knife, which sometimes we need it, sometimes we don't. I always have mine out. I have stab and grab tweezers, super, super sharp and pointy. And then I have my pin pen weeding tool. Sometimes I use the pin pen, sometimes I use the tweezers, sometimes I use both. Kind of just depends on the day. And then, of course, I have my medium tack transfer tape, which is the best. So I am going to weed these designs out super quick, and I am going to put transfer tape on them and get them ready to put on my sign and let you see the super awesome color change transformation from the Sun Vinyl. It's super awesome. You're gonna love it. Okay, now everything is weeded out and put on the transfer tape so you can kind of see where those popsicles are. And now one thing that I didn't do before I put my transfer tape on was label which color these were. Obviously my popsicle sticks, it doesn't make a difference because they're only one color. But I did not label the color of my vinyl here, so I'm just going to stick it in my window real quick to make sure I'm putting it in the right spot. Okay, now I can't show you my vinyl because then you'll get a sneak peek of what it looks like. So I'm going to flip it over, and what I'm going to do is I am going to write on the back what color it is, so that way I know and I can put them in the correct order. This should be purple, and this should be pink. We're going to double check those because they changed back already. Now, something to keep in mind, the more UV exposure you give the sun vinyl, the darker it's going to get. So, since it's daylight here, when I'm done and I put all this on my sign, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to walk outside with it and then bring it back in and show you. And you'll see what it looks like when it is just out in direct sunlight. Now it's a little later here, so the sun is not as bright as it would be, say, around noon. But then I'm also going to show you what it looks like when you stick it under like our UV lamp from 143 Vinyl. So, since it's all on its transfer tape and ready to go, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start putting this on my sign. So this is my hello. I'm going to give it a little bit more of a burnish. The black vinyl I am using is StarCraft HD in matte black, my favorite vinyl. I tend to use the matte color, the matte finish in black and white the most. Not sure why, but I do, especially black. I'm a big fan of a matte black finish. Don't know why. So I'm just going to peel my design off of the backing. And I'm going to eyeball this and center it up where I think it looks the best. I am not a very precise crafter, if you want to say that. I like to eyeball my designs and stick it where I think it looks centered. Some things I'll measure and make sure that they're in the right spot, but a lot of things I like to just eyeball it. Handmade with love, so there might be some imperfections, right? That's how I look at crafting. So I'm going to burnish that down. It's a little difficult because of the spacing in the wood here. And then when I peel my transfer tape back, I don't want to just grab it and yank it off because it can lift your vinyl. So what I'm going to do, this is really easy because the corner is sticking up here. So what I'm going to do is I just grab that and kind of fold it back, and I'm just going to roll this transfer tape right off the top. That way it's not lifting your vinyl at all, it's just rolling itself right off of the design. See? Look how nice that looks. You would have thought that it was stenciled. So I'm going to lay my popsicles down now, and since I have multiple colors and they need to be spaced out correctly so they fit on my board, I'm just going to kind of line them up, and because I can see through them, I can see where they're going to meet. I'm just going to kind of layer them, overlap them just a little bit so I can get the placement of the very first one. Once I place the first one, the rest will kind of all fall where they need to fall. Okay, so there, we're going to leave it there. I'm going to grab this, look at it, and make sure it looks straight, which I think it does. And what I'm going to do is kind of partially do a hinge method, but sort of not, because I'm not using tape to tape it down. I'm just going to kind of hold it down here with my hand If you haven't seen the hinge method, I do have another great video that shows how to do that. So I'm just going to hold it down here with my hand, kind of grab that and keep it where it needs to be, and then get rid of the backing so that first piece can lay down, just like that. So I'm just going to burnish that on. So now that's stuck there, and I'm going to lift the other half, and I'm going to peel the vinyl off of the transfer tape. It's going to fall and not listen to me. Burnish that. Get these burnished on here. And since I know what colors, what order I did these in, it'll be easy to layer it. You can do this with a layering technique, whether that is with the parchment paper or your layering registration marks, whichever way you want. I just wing it. I wing it a lot. All right, and then since this is lined up, and that's going to be basically the foundation for the rest of them, I'm just going to peel this off, and I'm going to lay this one on its own. Kind of make sure my spacing is correct between these two. Looks right there. Like that, burnish it down, peel that off. Roll my transfer tape back. Just like that. Grab our last color, which is purple, hopefully. Either way, it will look fine. Lay that down there. Give it a burnish. And now we have all of our popsicles on and ready to go. Until I did not burnish that corner right there. So you can see, you can see the popsicles on here, but like looking from up there, you can see it because, well, you're losing that line right there in the middle. And you can see it if I hold it up. But this is why I didn't want those letters to be cut out of here, because then you really wouldn't see them. And this is what I think is the fun part about these. I see these super colorful summer signs. And I thought as soon as I saw this new Sun Vinyl, this is immediately what came to mind, because I thought it would be fun, because at different times of the day it'll look different outside, or in your window, or wherever it is you put it. I'm going to grab my popsicle sticks here and I'll pull them off of the backing. Like that. Get them lined up. One thing I noticed with this design is my popsicle stick handles need to center with that first popsicle, because if you notice when you get down here, you're only seeing part of the popsicle. So it almost looks like it's not centered on the last one especially, but it definitely is, because how this is supposed to look is like part of that popsicle's behind the first one. So I second guessed that for quite a bit when I was looking at this the first time I did it. Put that there. And now we're going to put my letters over the popsicles, and then we're almost done. And I'll show you what it looks like when it changes. Pull this. This is also StarCraft HD in matte black for these letters as well. Oh, I did not burnish these on well enough at all. That should be good. I don't want to make my camera wiggle too much. Burnishing my letters. There we go. And we're going to get these placed right where we need them, which is just like the popsicle sticks. It's centered on that first one, just like that. Typically when you lay vinyl on top of other vinyl, you don't have to burnish too hard because it's really going to grab it and stick to it. Sometimes you have to burnish a little more when you're putting it right on a surface. I'm just going to roll that back so it doesn't try and pull anything up. And just like that, I am done with my sign. So I'll probably add a bow of some sort here, but I'm not going to show you that because I am the world's worst bow maker. That is not a strong suit of mine, so I'm not going to show you because there are some seriously talented bow makers out there, and it is not me. So I am going to hold this outside for just a second and come back and show you what these popsicles look like after they change color, because right now you can see them, but they're just white. They kind of match. They kind of hang out and blend in with the back of that sign, but I'm going to stick them outside and show you what it looks like in sunlight, and then I am going to come back and show you what it looks like when you stick it under a UV lamp. So I will be right back. Okay, so are you ready to see this? This is so awesome. Look at how different that looks. Look at how much it changed, and that is, it's after 5 o'clock here. You can see it's going to start to fade because we're not outside anymore. It's after 5 o'clock. It's kind of cloudy. And did you see how dark that got? The colors changed so much. And look how cute that looks with all the different color popsicles. So I'm going to set that down. And what I'm going to do is I am going to turn on my UV light so you can see it change and see how dark it can get. The brighter it is, the darker and bolder these colors are going to be. But like I said, it turned really, really fast, and it's not sunny here at all. It's kind of cloudy. The sun's starting to go down. So I can only imagine what this would look like right in the middle of the afternoon, right, with direct sunlight hitting it. It's going to look awesome. So that's starting to fade. So I'm going to hold this over, and it is going to change the color of that vinyl, and it's going to change it so quick and so fast. It's going to get really dark. Just always something to keep in mind with the sun vinyl is it's really going to be dependent on how much sunlight and how much UV exposure it gets. So on cloudy days, it might not be as dark. On super sunny days, these colors might be super dark. Right now, they're going to be super, super dark because I'm holding a UV lamp over them, but it looks so fun. Look! I love this vinyl so much. I want to put it on my car. Make a cute car decal that's going to be white at nighttime and change to one of these colors during the day. I think that would be super fun. And it seems like the blue changes back to its original color the fastest. So I'm going to hit that with the light again. And one other thing I noticed is the yellow takes a little bit more time to color change than the other colors. The pink and purple, that's like immediate. And the yellow takes a little bit more. But look how pretty they look. And they last for a while too. So if you hit it with some sunlight or some UV rays and then brought it inside or something, it'll last for a little bit until it goes back to white. But I love it. It's so fun. I would love, love, love to see more colors of this for sure. So what I think I'm going to do is make a bow, stick it up here in the corner, and then hang it somewhere in my house, somewhere by a window, so it changes every day. So, like I promised, I told you that I would tell you how to enter my giveaway, and I would show you this super fun bundle from Creative Fabrica. So, this right here is the bundle that I am going to be giving 5 away for, and it is the Hello Summer SVG bundle / Beach SVG bundle. And it has these super cute 6 designs, and they're super summery and super fun. You can see that there are 2 of the popsicle files, and I actually used both of them. I just kind of moved them around a little bit, but this watermelon is so super cute. So in order to enter my giveaway, all you need to do is like this video and comment with your email and I will be picking 5 people within the next, I would say, week or so to win this bundle. So make sure you drop your email so I will be able to contact you with this bundle. And if you have any questions about Creative Fabrica or you want to know more, don't hesitate to reach out to me and I will be able to answer all of your questions. I can't wait to see how many of you enter, and I'm so excited to give these bundles away for you guys. Thanks for watching.